Here's Brian Broaddus now with Krusty's Corner.
Thank you very much, General.
I'm gonna go microwave some of these bits, see if it makes it easier.
I think you got the right idea when it comes to cutting that thing up.
I'll tell you.
That's intimidating looking, though. All that cheese on that. And I love cheese.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Oh, God.
It's a thick bit.
You love cheese. That was half the reason why you decided to work for the Packers.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the free cheese.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny you say that.
So what's the cheese hookup like around here?
Seriously, Lucius, the guy.
He went to all 32 teams.
No.
He found one place that he liked the answer.
No, listen to this.
Curds, huh? That's amazing.
We get cheese curds for lunch every day, right?
Let me tell you this.
So you just fry the cheese.
The guy who ran the chain gang was the president of Sargento Cheese.
No way.
It's damn good cheese.
Yeah. Like you see, like Sargento is like,
oh yeah,
family owned business of Wisconsin. Guy was president. He was like the chain gang guy.
Wow.
So like I was responsible for the chain gang. That was one of my duties. But yeah, that was.
You guys were just talking cheese the whole time.
The whole time. One of the next things I'm going to learn how to do is to make cheese. I'm going to learn how to do.
Now that you've mastered the art of eating it.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I hope you don't have any neighbors.
Yeah.
It's probably in the smell.
You know what
hell's
though?
that smell in there?
Well, the thing with like when you make like fresh mozzarella, it's kind of it's an involved process, but it's doable. It is doable. It is doable. It's not one of these things. You got to have the right equipment and stuff like that, but it's a doable thing. I don't know. Me and my cooking.
Hey, after the meat and potatoes you served up today, I won't put anything past you.
Appreciate that.
Nothing.
One of the
Broaddus.
finest meatloaves I've ever had.
Seriously.
It's really
you.
beautiful.
Sriracha, brown sugar, honey glaze on it with actually Whataburger fancy ketchup as the base.
Dude. And that's the
There he
best
is.
glazing of a meatloaf I've ever had, guaranteed, bar none.
Yeah, Lucius, I got it to go plate. Sorry.
Thank you, sir.
I got it.
I've had 2 plates so far.
Oh, I got another one for you. I didn't know.
Oh, the LA hat trick
LA
on a
hat.
football Friday.
But no, thank you for everybody for that too. Oh, by the way, I was on with Voch Lombardi today on a podcast. I'm sure he's going to post that. We did some draft talk and stuff like that. So
Voch knows those linemen.
he does know those linemen. So check out Voch. I love working with him and stuff like that. All right, I've got some questions for my guys here. Chief, I'll start with you on this one. Does Dan Quinn bounce back from this?
I think it's fair to be confident. We've seen Dan Quinn adapt throughout the course of his career, going from Seattle to what he is now is a different defensive coordinator. I would like to think he's one of the few coaches that has a track record of sort of looking in the mirror, identifying weaknesses, and trying to combat them. Now, he's had the same weakness in terms of not being able to defend these offenses with a bunch of motion, specifically the Shanahan tree offenses. He really hasn't found the answer for it. So, I think that is something that he's still got to figure out. But if anybody could do it, I think he's the type of guy that can. So I think there's fair reason to be optimistic about that. I'm at the place of, with all these guys, I'm just sick of it and I want to be done.
How about you there, Wooly Bully? Dan Quinn bounce back from this?
I'll say yes, just because of what we've seen, right? With the adjustment of I can tweak some things. Like he's got to figure out the motion offenses. And some of the personnel stuff, I think like you'll have some new players. I don't think Jaron Kearse is going to be back.
Sure.
I think that maybe he'll be better suited, hopefully, with the linebacker. He's not having to play Marquise Bell. That's the hope. So, yeah, I think that I'd lean yes over no. But do I have complete confidence? Absolutely not.
General, Dan Quinn bounce back from this?
I sure as hell hope not, Brian.
Okay.
You want to know why?
Go ahead.
If he does not bounce back from this, it would mean the Cowboys did the right thing this offseason. And that is investing their premium resources and making sure they have a running game so their offense doesn't die on the vine, like I've been saying for the last 3 years. Next question, please.
Gotcha.
He's a bit ornery. You have to understand. He's eating 20 slices of American cheese.
It's the cheese talking.
Yeah. And I just got full.
Yeah. I could tell, man. Yeah.
Got a good technique, though, here, melting the cheese.
Yeah.
And then kind of eating it with a spoon.
But I'm looking, you still have so much.
There's a lot of that sandwich left,
It's
and I
very-
want a big visual, so I kind of want to put the whole, like, 2/3 of it that's sitting over there in the microwave so I can, try to chow down on it traditional style a little bit. But I'm now confident I can get through it with this technique.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
See, the best of us, we adapt, we evolve.
Thank you. Yeah.
The small pieces was where it was at.
Halftime
And
adjustments.
the cold cheese is a bad idea.
Terrible idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Good bun, terrible idea.
Now,
Opposite of the raw meat.
microwaving the steak was a horrible idea.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That made it 10 times worse. I had
Yeah.
to freeze it to
Yeah.
get it hard again. Pause.
But the warmer
Back to
cheese
Brian.
makes it more palatable.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop.
Is that really all you have to do is just freeze it and boom, you bounce right back.
What I heard.
What you heard. Wooly bully.
Has that proven to be true? Are we still having that problem?
No, yeah. If anything, it's worked the opposite for me.
Okay.
Wooly bully. How about this one for you?
Yeah, give it to me.
I have no clue what they're going to do with Mazi Smith. Can you help me, please?
Oh, crap. No, I can't help you because who was it? Mazi? We still don't have an answer. Did they ask Mazi to lose the weight, or did Mazi do this on himself by himself?
You don't have that jurisdiction, Mazi. Your body's not your body anymore. I drafted it in the first round. I'm paying it millions of dollars.
Yeah, because for me, you're looking at going into this offseason where, okay, it'd be great if you could bring back Jonathan Hankins, but if he didn't, then you're okay because you just drafted his replacement at one tech. That should be what you do with Mazi Smith. You play him in Jonathan Hankins' role, and he ends up being a good football player. That should be his career trajectory path. But do I have confidence in any of this happening? Hell no, I don't.
General?
Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. I feel bad for Mazi. It appears he's decided if I'm not going to be a good football player, I might as well be in shape. I think what you do seriously is just take away all expectations. Don't play him if he's not playing well. So, you just basically treat it like they did with Taco.
Sure.
This happens a couple of times a decade, unfortunately, to the best of drafting teams. You hit busts. Yeah. And now it's about minimizing the damage. So don't force anything by putting him in games to, quote, develop him or try to save face as the guy who picked him. Just accept that it sucks, and you're probably going to move on. But also keep your fingers crossed that he figures it out over the next couple of summers.
Chieftain?
Classic give him a look guy. He's going to be all-time scout teamer, freakish athleticism, flashes that make you say, man, maybe there's a chance here. But I don't understand the weight loss thing. We got to get to the bottom of that.
I don't either.
That has to be an off-season mission.
Yeah.
We have to figure out the genesis of the weight loss.
I agree.
It has to be that they think it would make him quicker off the ball.
Yeah. I think.
Well, and if he can get more speed, but he doesn't lose his power, then that's fine. But
Yeah.
he looked like a different player
He
from
sure
week
did.
one
He sure did.
on Thanksgiving Day.
he sure did.
I'll try to
Absolutely.
turn him into a center.
All right, my final one for you guys, real quick here, if we could.
Looks like a good center, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You just got to know when the ball's going to start being moved.
Maybe a
Bloody
transition
body.
to fullback? I don't know.
you
I'm
go.
just spitballing.
Yeah.
Spitballing there.
Get that Hulk
Sorry,
package
Brian.
back.
No
Didn't mean
problem.
to sabotage.
No, not at all. Dawson.
Yeah.
Give me your best guess what Mike McCarthy said to save his job.
Hey, I got you a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue, boss. I don't know. I don't think he had to say much to save his job.
Okay.
That's
How about
probably
you,
my answer to
Chieftain?
that.
I'm not ruffling any feathers. I'm going to win you a bunch of regular season games. You can make trades behind my back. You can do anything you want. I'm not going to be bothered by it, and that's it.
Wow, that's. I'd say you probably nailed that one. How about you there, Woolly Bullies?
Hey, it's your team, it's your organization. I'm just here.
Trying to win championships.
Hey, we've made
You don't
the
want to pay me to
playoffs.
not be here, do you,
We
Jerry?
made the playoffs every year. Dak just had his best season. I think the arrow is pointing up here. Consistency.
Yeah.
You want to keep this thing together, right?
Gentlemen, thank you.